guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Leanne and this is my channel Small Town Stitches, and we have a lot to talk about today. So I hope everyone is doing well, and welcome to all my returning subscribers. And if you are new, I hope you enjoy what you see here. I hope you consider liking and sticking around and subscribing. So we're back. It is Monday. It is September 6th. It's Labor Day here. So I'm off work. I spent some time stitching this morning, got some laundry going, and yeah, it's I always love times where I can just be home. So we are in my family room right now. Of course, this is a change of scenery. The light is way above my head right now. It's on a TV stand. My light is on a TV tray, and it's really nice because you don't see glare, but you get the light. I had to bring the light downstairs because the lighting in my family room is kind of lacking, should we say. So my husband is still sleeping. Daughter actually spent the night at my parents' house. We went over there yesterday, and her and my niece decided to stay with Grandma and Grandpa. So she'll be home sometime today. So I hope everyone's doing well. I'm gonna sit kind of cross-legged here. Where should we start? So I had a viewer in my last video say they hoped everything was well because I mentioned something and I kind of got a little bit sad. So that is true. I did. We've been going through some stuff here. Husband's truck officially died. Like dead, not coming back. So that died on me at work. And then I had taken his truck to work because my brakes needed to be done. So he had pulled one tire off and was like tearing the car apart. So when his truck died, I was stranded about 35 minutes from home with no way to get home because he couldn't come get me because my car was torn apart. And thankfully, my friend Susanna, who actually watches this, she is rebuilding Rosie. She actually came and bailed me out and brought me home. So yeah, so we were down to one vehicle with work and school starting. And so thankfully our neighbor has, I should say extra, but he's been letting us borrow a vehicle, my husband, just to get our daughter to and from school. My parents, luckily, when they bought their new car, they had my dad's old car, which is old. I think it's an 2011 Malibu, but it has 343,000 miles on it because my dad drives over an hour up each direction to work every day. All highway miles. So they've given us that car. It needs a front quarter panel because a tire hit my dad on the expressway and broke it, which we can replace for like $100, but the car works just fine and it'll get us from point A to point B. So we have that car, and then my husband is actually buying a truck from our neighbor for like just over $1,000. So it's a $1,000 truck, but it'll work to get us until we can save money to buy another one because I don't want to take loans out anymore. So we'll probably fix the Malibu up. I will probably drive that for a little bit because my car has been having a lot of problems, which everybody knows about because I've talked about it before. And it needs new tires, and it just needs to be gone through extensively without pressure of me having to have it the next day to go to work. So we'll probably park mine for a little bit. I'll probably drive the Malibu. My husband will drive the truck, and then we'll go from there. So I want to thank everybody for, that viewer, for reaching out and for noticing that because, yeah, we've been kind of going through some stuff. Daughter's school did start. I'll insert a picture of her first day here. She's in first grade now. She, of course, had a long weekend. She had Friday off because of Labor Day. I'm always afraid like my husband's gonna pop over like here because this is like a half wall. But she's loving it. We already have had an email from her teacher because she doesn't like to stop talking. And yeah, my daughter is very social. She's very inclusive with making friends and stuff like that, and she literally can talk to anybody, and I don't know where she gets it from because that is not her father and I. But like I told the teacher, I'm like, we will work on this, you know, at home. We've come up with a new system, you know, in the last couple days, but you changing her seat won't work because she'll make friends with the blade of grass. So she can be a little bit handful, but she has the biggest heart out of anyone I know. But yes, so she's loving first grade. She says her teacher's amazing. She loves her gym teacher. She loves her Spanish teacher. And her favorite subject is math. She also does not get that from me. My father maybe, but not me. All right, anything else? Husband. He will be returning to the fire department. He goes September 29th to do his ACLS. That had expired, so he has to renew that. And then he's good to go. He will probably be third riding for a while. His choice, he asked for that, which means basically he's riding with another paramedic with him. And my husband is brilliant at being a paramedic. He can think on the fly. I've seen my husband take care of some horrible patients, some horrible situations, and he's amazing. But he hasn't done it in over 3 years, and he wants to be able to watch and have someone else who's licensed by his side to get back, you know, just it would be no different if you were at a job, right? And you have to have someone shadow you for a while until they clear you to start again. It's the same for him, like any other job. So huge life update here. Things have been absolutely chaotic. They've been a little bit overwhelming. Work is crazy right now for me. There's a lot of uncertainty right now going on. So that is kind of a day-by-day, week-by-week thing right now. But instead of being overwhelmed, I have this insane peace about me, about the whole like work thing. And I don't know if it's because like if something happens, like my husband has his job ready, you know, and I don't know. If you are new here or returning, I am a huge believer, and I don't believe in chances. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in karma. I don't believe in any of that. But I believe in God's timing, and there's a reason that everything happens, and certain things we may not understand, but in the big picture we will. And I don't know. And a lot of uncertainty with my job. There's a lot of certainty with his, so everything will work out the way it's supposed to. So now that it's been 8.5 minutes, you've listened to my life update. Hopefully you're still here because we have a lot of stitching and some crochet to talk about. So I'm really loving this lighting. Maybe I should kick my family out every time I film and film down here. Either that or take the TV stand upstairs because this is working really well. All right, so August, we had a total of 8,383 stitches done for the entire month of August. And then, of course, we've started a couple days into September so far. So I calculated, actually, I'll show you. So this was August. Let me move some stuff. I use a Happy Planner. Next year, I will be downsizing. I won't be using the giant one, but I use the Happy Planner, and I did stickers. So this is all springy. And then you go from springy, or summery, I should say, to September, which is all fall theme. So it's crazy. I woke up this morning and it was 54 degrees here. 54 degrees. All right, let's start with the fan favorite. So this is my project for the 21 and 21. This is my mini hometown hero firefighter. It is charted by Haid, that's who sells it, but the artwork is by Dona Gelsinger. This is what it will look like when it is done. And this is what it looked like last time you guys saw it. I think I actually had one of mine pop off. I did. Oh well. This is where we are with it now. So this is the last page on this side. That's why you get such a crisp, stark break. I love this. So this piece after this page is done, which is right down here, will be halfway done. So I love it. You can definitely see that helmet taking place with the face shield. It's so pretty. I'm always amazed at this piece every single time I get it out. I've had a lot of questions from people asking how I keep it hidden from my husband. So this, actually you can see behind me, this area right here is where I sit and stitch most of the time. And this is where my husband sits. So we're literally almost side by side, but my husband's a gamer and he does a lot of gaming at night when our daughter's asleep while I stitch. And I have so many projects too that I rotate that he doesn't really even notice. He doesn't even really look. Before I used to stitch like this so he couldn't see, and now I don't even worry about it. He just, and something about him, and he knows how much I want to make it a surprise, that he just doesn't even try to look. So that is that one. I'm using this for my 21 and 21 from Full Coverage Fanatics, and as of the end of August I had 16,341 stitches done on it, not including anything in September so far. I ended up doing 3,176 stitches on it in August. And I'm up to date with it so far. So I have 602 so far for September. All right, what should we grab next? Then for the what did I do it for? The 24th and 25th, I broke out my filling the stocking. This is what this looks like. I'll insert a picture of where it was last time. And this is where we are right now. I did a total of 415 stitches on it, just right up at this top. This is my stitch along with Vonnie, and it's, what is our Instagram? FC Christmas Sale? Yes, FC Christmas Sale, for Full Coverage Christmas Sale. So if you are doing a Christmas full coverage piece, it does not have to be a Haid. Feel free to use that and join us. Our goal is to work on it the 24th and 25th of every month for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So that's that one. I had a big thing. I did not iron this all the way, and this is my Frozen by Dona Stitch. This is what it looks like when it's completed. And then this is what it looked like before I started. I did a total of 1,280 stitches, and it's done. Here it is. It is officially complete, and it looks amazing. So I did make a little bit of a change on it that you saw from the initial picture, and I got the idea from Mika, Darling Bluebell, and it made so much sense to me. Down here at the bottom, there was like 2 circles of this dark blue color, just 2 circles pretty much, and it just didn't fit. It kind of looked silly, in my opinion. I'm not gonna say it looked wrong because they charted it that way for a reason, but I just didn't like it personally, so I omitted them. And I like how the bottom looks on this a little bit more. So my daughter's piece is finished. It's all done. I started that in 2018, I believe, and completed it. I finished it on August 24th. So that piece is done. All right, so to finish off, August. Let's not finish off September yet. I busted out Sea Opal, which is by Elizabeth Welker, charted by Hayde. This is where it was last time. And let me get all this fabric out. I did a total of, what did I do a total of? Oh, only 486 stitches. This was where it is now. Slowly working down. If you watch Darling Bluebell Mika or follow her on Instagram, she is flying on this. I think she's only stitching on this right now, but she has like 2.5 pages done already. But I love it. I get overwhelmed because of all this fabric. I've considered doing the mini, but I just can't. You do lose a lot of detail in this because of the swirls and stuff. So I'm still plugging. There is so many. You can't even see it in the camera, but there is so many different color changes and blues throughout here. It's very confetti, but I'm still plugging away. Every time I get kind of frustrated with it when I put it down, I just look at the final piece, and that gives me push to keep going. So, all right, and the last piece that I've worked on, right, yeah, is Turquoise by Carolyn Manning Designs. This is what it looked like last time. And I've done about 504 stitches on it. And here we are now. It's nice mindless stitching. Each diamond is 41. Each one of these little corners is 10. So getting closer. It's not even a full page yet. So that's what I'm working on. I think my next, of course I'm going to continue on with my 100 on Firefighter, but the next one I'm going to throw into the rotation for the next week is a Quaker Christmas. So I think that's what I'm going to start working on some more today. And work on it until probably next Saturday, or this coming Saturday. Lots of stitching. Okay. So besides stitching, I've done some crochet. This is kind of attached back here, so I'll have to pull some. This is my Treehouse Knits blanket, and I did start adding another color to it, which is this pinky color. I stopped doing the monthly ones because I can't freaking remember. I'm already a little behind on my Lord of the Rings ones by a couple months. But this is where it's at so far. Try to, all the colors. It's very pretty. So that's where I'm at on that one. I've added that pink, and then I think I had to add I added the cream at the top. And then I broke out and started another project that I haven't touched in a little while too. That'll be a blanket. I used a random stripe generator. That's the word I'm looking for this. And it's just this heather gray and white. And this is what I have so far. I'm doing it in double crochet. Just a double, that's it. So I think I did 6 rows of gray, then I have 8 rows of this cream, and then I don't know what's next. So this is just mindless crochet work for me. So this is what I've done, both blankets. I haven't worked on it in like a week though. That's what I've done since we've last chatted. I don't have any purchases to show you, none. I just haven't been buying stuff. I've been planning a ton for my garden for next year. I need to work on trying to stock up on canning stuff this year. All my jalapenos and banana peppers that I've grown so far this year, I've just done a refrigerator fermentation with them, and my husband's just been eating them as we go. So I definitely have to expand next year because we keep eating everything as it comes out of the garden. I haven't been able to put anything away really. I did take my tomatoes that I made that I've had first and made a spaghetti sauce. I froze that, it's in the freezer. We're gonna use it in the next 2 weeks. But the goal is to kind of tweak that, and then next year I would like to grow 3 raised beds worth of tomatoes and try to do my own diced tomatoes and my own spaghetti sauce for the entire year. That is my goal. So I am gone full head first into this gardening thing. My daughter wants to do her own bed next year, and I told her she will be responsible for planting it, for watering it, and for picking it. So of course I'll help her. It'll be in with my beds too, but yes, I'm very excited for that, to get her, to teach her to garden and to grow her own food and not rely on just the grocery store and not knowing what's in your stuff. So my husband is always amazed at the size difference between produce you buy at the grocery store and produce you grow. So most banana peppers, most jalapenos, when you buy them in the store, they're smaller. I'm growing them almost the size of my hand. Zucchini is a great example. So all my gardening is done organically, meaning I do not use any chemicals whatsoever in my garden. If I have a issue or whatever, I try to use like safe things on plants and not harmful sprays and stuff like that. So I do all organic gardening. If you buy zucchini in the store, organic zucchini, you'll get zucchini, right? My mom gave me a zucchini because I did not plant any this year. I will be next year. And it was a zucchini. This zucchini, 2 of them in the store, cost you almost $3. The one that she gave me that was like this big, she didn't even pay, she probably paid less than $3 for the seeds, and she got a bunch. You know, so it's like looking at it that way. And it was nice because I was able to bless my neighbors with some extra seeds that I had and let them plant things. And I don't know, I am really starting to focus more on like what's in our food and cutting a lot of stuff out. I've made my own homemade ranch seasoning and taco seasoning after watching a fellow Flosstuber on here, not a Flosstuber, I'm sorry, another YouTuber on here about her gardening, and she read the back of the packets, and I have these packets in my house and I did not like the ingredients. So I made my own. We'll see how they go. All you need is 3 tablespoons to equal an entire packet of seasoning. So I have decided to start a gardening / homesteading channel. It's so weird. So if you want, I don't have like, I have like 5 views so far, so I don't have hardly anything. So if you're interested in following with me, there'll be kind of sporadic gardening videos. I will leave that channel link listed below, but I am just growing my is M-I own, growing my own. M-I is for Michigan. So welcome to my crazy homestead life that I would like to live. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope if you had a long weekend, you had a great weekend. I hope everyone is doing well, not only physically but mentally too. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I have a lot of craziness around me right now, a lot of uncertainty around me, but I have this peace. I'm doing good. My family's doing good. My daughter's thriving. My husband's gearing to go back to work. We're doing good. And I hope you are too. So remember, your mental health is important to take time for yourself each and every day in whatever form that is for you. And I will see you guys in my next video.